Yo,
That's what I'm looking for.
Counter Attack podcast with myself, Daps.
No Spence.
No Spence.
No Spence.
Lamin.
And
Mike.
Hey, Michael back in the building.
what do they do in WWE?
I don't know. Michael is looking. What?
Michael looking all fly now.
Get me? What's going on, bro?
Do you know what? I'm always in like jogging
Pandemic
bottoms
Mike.
and
Say
what's it called?
pandemic.
Listen,
Yeah, pandemic Mike.
funny. It's always jogging bottoms and loungewear. So
You've never been a jogging bottoms man.
I'm working from home now, so it's just.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're
that's
rocking at the
what-
moment? Yeah.
I can't
it's
put
funny.
cheese onto being.
This is the most stressed I've been in
That's what I'm saying.
time.
This is not even dressed up.
It's just always tracksuit.
To be fair, you've been in tracksuit regularly.
Not even dressed
Yeah,
up.
tracksuit. But yeah,
How do
man.
you guys like my outfit? Fucking hell.
Bro,
But
do you know
yeah.
what, I was doing a bit of
Guys.
cooking last week, so I was in the old.
How was it? Your shorts and socks.
Yeah, I miss it.
Guys, make sure you're not talking into the mics. These are dynamic mics.
Lovely,
I
lovely,
don't know if you know that, but
I'm new to all this technology stuff.
Yo, Counter Attack podcast. Obviously, I said that. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good
Please,
stuff.
keep
Quick
doing it.
power hour we got here right now. In the next week or so, the surroundings of our podcast are going to look very different.
Ooh.
Obviously, man's got a couple of things lined up and that.
Ooh.
Get me? But until then, yeah, I don't know what to say. Where it's been a mad week. Football got turned upside down on its head. Everything. I'm kind of happy that we didn't record earlier in the week. Actually,
It's better that we
Get
didn't
to play out.
because it played out
Yeah.
better than we thought it
because
was.
right now the podcast would have the podcast that would have been like, yeah, the ESL blah blah, and
It's been worthless.
yeah, it would have been silly, man. But
Did you not think it was going to get off the ground?
Nah, I said it from straight. I said this ain't gonna work.
I did,
Nah, because
I thought it could because all the big boys had the power.
they had the chips, but you know when I knew it weren't gonna work? When you kind of went over just they're gonna break away. When the details started coming in, went wrong. I knew it, so I said this ain't gonna work. And then what I did, someone said to me, Arsene Wenger said this. So I went and tracked it down and I listened to what he said. And then funny enough, within a few hours, he was on again. And I said, yeah, this ain't gonna run. Because he hit the nail on the head. It ain't gonna work, bro.
No, so my thing is, yeah, when it first come out, I heard it during the Man United match.
Yeah, same.
I heard it during the Man United match, and I'd gone on one of my bike rides and I was tired, so I was in and out of sleep. But when I woke up, I heard him talking about it, slept off. 5 minutes later, I woke up again. He's still talking about it. He would not let it go. I was just like, rah. So you mean to tell me they've actually like gone and got it off the ground and whatever, and he was fuming, innit?
Yeah.
But the next day when I saw the outrage, yeah, and this is what I'm going to say, because I had a lot to say about it. Just more in regards to, I didn't really care if it happened or not. My thing is the outrage that people are showing. What is the real reason about the outrage? Because
Money, innit?
there wasn't a lot of information out.
I know. Like people were shutting down it. To be fair, I still don't know too much about it. But people were shutting it down after like the first real mention of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're not trying to hear anything about it. I mean,
I think the
why.
first one that I like the main point that a lot of people coming at me with was that it's going to replace the Premier League. I was like, it was never.
But that was when I knew it's gonna fail.
No, but it was never going to replace the Premier League.
No, I know. But you see, when there's so much fog around something as seismic as that, I knew. I said, "This isn't." Do you remember? You was in a group. I said, "This ain't gonna work.
No,
This ain't
listen,
gonna work."
Whether it worked or not, I just wanted people to be honest about the outrage. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of fans were following what pundits were saying and all of that. Like, but at the end of the day, and it's so funny because John Barnes come out and said the same thing.
Yeah.
The next day, and
Literally.
I've clocked John Barnes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can only listen to him when it doesn't pertain to racism.
100%.
Yeah.
Because when he actually
it pertains to
not
racism.
yeah, he's talking a mad.
Yeah. He goes on a bit of a mad one.
Yeah,
But what he was saying is that it's messing up with people's money. And I was saying things like, if Champions League, and it's so funny. I said, if the Champions League, not Champions League, if FIFA were the ones to introduce the Super League,
it'll be gone ahead.
would anyone care?
No, I'm not sure it would though.
No, but have you seen the new format of the Champions League?
The form. But this is what I'm saying. The ESL thing, they got it politically wrong. They got the whole move wrong. Something that big, you can't. They just put it out there with no fundamental argument, bruv. So if they put it out there and they said this is this because we don't like the new format, or it's to counter this, or it was against governance or policy, everyone would have gone, do you know what? I'm with that. Because it actually makes sense. There's nothing, the only thing that is a bit illogical is the fact that teams, there is no movement in it. You can't change it apart from you have 5 teams that can maybe join. That's the kind of way you look at
But
it. You think,
as well, even on that, I understood that because if you're going to get teams, if you're going, no, I don't like it. But if you're going to get teams to break away, you need to incentivize them.
No, of course, no. You
need to incentivize them.
But wasn't that a revolving door though? So it could be 5 different teams every year. Isn't that what it was? That's where I understood it.
So I know, so you got those teams who were always going to be in it, but
Which
then
is mad
you had other teams who. But the funny thing is, under this new format,
yeah, I know you get like to 10th or something. It's so dumb.
Arsenal, Man United, they could still be in it.
But this is what I'm saying.
Even if they finish thingy, they can still be in it.
But what these lot should have done it, because when you listen to the...
Sorry, Lamin.
Oh, go on.
Michael, do you know why I'm laughing?
What's that?
The conversation that was had before, I could tell.
What's that?
No, I'm not going to say it.
Oh. I'm just taking you in. Pause.
What am I missing out on it?
No. What Brent tried to accuse me of?
Michael?
I'm just... nah, it's not even that.
That's
man.
a limit.
It's not that. He thinks that's the case.
No, he's
Michael's
just
too
absorbing
No,
the
do you know what?
ambiance.
I'll be real. You see what the whole ESL thing is? You see me, when something's hot off the press, I don't jump on it. I wait for the dust to settle. So I don't have too much knowledge on it because I was like, let's just wait before me packing up my brain with something else. 2 days later, it's not even happening.
Yeah, 100%.
So, that's why I'm just taking a back seat on this one. It's not because of what you think.
Yeah, no. It's and that's my whole point. I didn't care whether it was going ahead or not.
Yeah.
My thing was, can we be real about the outrage?
About the outrage.
Yeah,
there's money in
because
it.
The conversation about the outrage was a lot of...
Bro.
The problem is a lot of people had no real argument.
No.
But the problem wasn't... That's what I'm saying. The problem wasn't the argument. The problem was the fundamental way. People had more of an outrage about how they did it as opposed to what they were actually doing. Do you understand?
Bro.
Because they was like, do you know what? This is mad. Like, how can you just do this, that, and that? But that's what I'm saying. Bro, if you're gonna move something like that, yeah, do you know what I find bizarre? This is what I'm saying to you. I need a job in one of these clubs. Do you know why I need a job? No, seriously, because something of that level. Right?
Wow.
Michael.
Oh,
boy.
Nah.
Yeah. It's all making sense.
Hey,
It's all.
Whoa!
That's mad.
Whoa!
Nah, Apple Music just played
Right,
some...
cool? What did I say?
Just randomly played Movado.
Did I say something wrong?
Stitcher's Eulogy. Allow it.
Did I say something wrong?
Oh,
Michael?
man. Okay,
Just put my
Michael.
phone over here.
Listen,
Pandemic
I don't know that.
microphone.
Wow. But what I'm saying here, all right, look,
Lamin it with risking it.
no,
That's
I'm
all
telling you,
mad.
right off straight away. But what I'm saying is this, yeah, you've got something that big, yeah, and you just shell shock the world. Like, you didn't even, do you know what? If you shell shock the world, but you took your club with you, it's different. But you shell shock the world and you just took the boardroom with you. Are you out of your mind? And you didn't even take the whole board. You just took individuals from the board. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, are you out of your mind? Like, what part and then what logic does that make?
I don't agree with any of that. Do you get what I'm saying? But again, I'm always neither here nor there about these things. But even with that, like, I agree, it was totally whatever. But the reason why I thought it was gonna go ahead was because these are the owners of the club.
Power players, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the
power
owners.
players.
It's not like it's Arteta saying.
Yeah, it's not like the manager.
It's not like
the
Ole
power
saying
players.
it. It's the guys who have said, listen, we're doing this, and people at me like, oh, but Dappos, it's about the fans. You just don't get it. I'm like, I get it, but when have they ever put the fans first?
They've never done it.
When was the last time these clubs put the fans first? So when
The
they
amount of times
say,
people been crying about season ticket prices and all this other
Exactly,
stuff.
bro.
Never done it.
The price for a hot dog in some of these stadiums is ridiculous.
Listen,
Bro,
I've paid
Look,
good coin.
look at every decision.
Expensive, you know.
Look at every decision these clubs have made. When was the last time they put fans first?
Never.
Never.
It's never happened.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that argument about us, about the fans, I'm like, you guys need to like be realistic. That's got nothing. They don't care about the fans.
Yeah.
They've never cared about the fans. They haven't cared about the fans for a very long time.
Very long.
Do you get what I'm saying? So when all these people are saying this to me, I'm just like, nah.
You got greedy people telling other greedy people they're greedy. That's what was going on.
This is it.
the point.
And
This
I was
is
like,
this is what I'm
it's
saying.
funny.
Do
But
you
you
know what they've done? The cock and bull job that they've done with this, yeah, is that they've completely desanitized the whole argument. The whole argument's warped because what they should have done, should have attacked FIFA, should have attacked UEFA, should have attacked, if they wanted to, because part of this is about, you know, controlling your own broadcasting rights, yeah, should have attacked Sky and the other networks. And just said, do you know what? we are not going to allow, we're not going to stand for this anymore. You're going to give us a package that we've got to do this and this with all these conditions. We're not going to allow that anymore. We're going to take control of this. We're going to have our own media distribution and we're going to disseminate it for football. And whatever we get from that, this is where they fucked up. Whatever we get from that, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to invest that into building the game at the ground level so that we've potentially got more competition coming up.
Okay.
But they didn't present that
see,
case,
and this is what I'm
they
trying
didn't
to
present
say.
the case.
That's what I was trying to say to people. Like, all of that stuff, I 100% agree with. My thing was that it was so early that you don't know what conversations they're going to do. You don't know what deals they're going to do. So that might happen. But like as it pertained to what we knew, I was just not going to go out there. And I was just not going to go out there and say, yeah, it's a good idea, it's a bad idea.
It was too
but
shocking.
What I was seeing was the other side doing so much that it made them look bad. So you're looking at Sky.
Yeah.
Sky all of a sudden made their Monday Night Football was available on YouTube.
What?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What?
I clocked.
Wait, hold on. What, the game on?
I clocked.
So you know, So you know all the beginning bits like Monday when they're talking and whatever.
I clocked. I
It
was thinking that.
It was
I
available on
went
YouTube.
and I saw 20, 30 minutes.
The propaganda was real.
So then,
This is
yeah.
what I'm saying, because they control the distribution.
But then, not only that, I saw people tweeting. Normally, when they try to watch Sky things in South Africa and all them places, you can't do it. They released all of that.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you can do this,
Yeah.
but during the actual pandemic, when people are struggling and whatever,
Yeah.
You charge us £15 to watch Burnley, Stoke,
so they're talking about the fans. So do you see what I'm saying? So when they're coming in talking about the fans, but you want to charge people £15 to watch a match that no one really cares about.
Yeah.
Do you get
know
what
what
I'm
I've
saying?
said? And I'm going to maintain it for a long time. Football needs me. Football needs me.
So what are you waiting for, fam?
Football needs me. I'm telling you, it needs me.
You got to get in there, man.
It needs me.
Move and shake.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you the truth. It needs me.
Nah, because your point was valid.
It is completely illogical.
But let me ask you something though. Let's be real. Like, obviously, this didn't happen overnight. Wenger's been talking about it for
4 years, 4 or 5 years. He's ready.
10 years ago.
It could have been even longer than that. He was really saying, "All right, I can see this happening in the future." And he mentioned it.
So I reckon conversations were definitely had.
No, because I think conversations have always been in the workings about how to kind of create. Oh, I don't like the word elitist or whatever, but how to put these clubs in the position where they could play this competition but differently. The problem that you've got the way it's done today is that it was done in such a hard, fast, no tactful, way. It was just done it was just poorly done. The thing that operation was it Big Picture or something?
What was that?
That was a load of shit. Yeah, the first one that they tried to do, Operation Big Picture. I forgot what the name of it was, but it's where they tried to effectively create management where the top 6 clubs, something we're going to manage down the leagues or something dumb like that. Yeah, and I remember Gary Neville come out and said, "Well, I don't think it's a good idea, but some elements of it I can understand." But then you've got the same clubs, the same boardrooms. People are going, "Okay, so we're going to just leave. We're going to still play Premier League, but we're going to play on our terms, and we're going to play in this league, and it will be effectively a round robin type situation where we can never come out of it." And again, the argument that was presented was one more about, it was weird. It was laced with financial gain, but it was one more about the development of the game. But there was no development of the game in the context, which is where the problem lay. Because you're actually right. They weren't actually going to duck and just leave the rest of they weren't going to do that.
That's not possible.
This is what I'm saying. But they weren't going to do that. But the problem was that the way that they disseminated the argument, it presented that we are breaking away. What are you talking? Why would you? Who in their PR team coined that? What are you doing?
And then even like the other arguments that people had, like, we don't want to be. I had someone say to me, we don't want to watch these big teams play each other every week, and it's going to lose the novelty. And I was saying, the only ones saying that they want to get kicked out of the Premier League it's the Premier League saying that they're going to do it. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, on top of that, they're just trying to replace Champions League. Like,
that is actually what
they're literally just trying to replace Champions League. And to be honest, I just thought it was just all a bit, like people were just doing the most, and a lot of people, it showed that they didn't actually. I've realised that a lot of people. I knew this from before, but
they were trying to. It's like Brexit. People didn't know what Brexit was, but they voted for Brexit.
But they were trying to they were trying to replace Champions League, but by hedging their bets against always being in the Champions League, which in itself is an issue.
No. That's a big issue.
Do you know what I mean?
No, that's a big issue. So when I
By
say,
the way, I'm not on either side of this. I just think the execution was poor. I
Yeah.
think the idea, there's elements of the idea that I absolutely agree with, but there's elements I just think.
but do you know what? Like, I just think as well. Yeah. So back to my other point is that it just goes to show me. It just goes to show that a lot of people can't form their own opinions.
Yeah, they can't.
Agreed. Gary Neville did that for a lot of people.
Bro,
Gary Neville
like,
did that for everyone. For a lot of
literally, and Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher were like the spokespeople for
Yeah,
this.
but you know what? This is the thing is, yeah. Like I have some football conversations with people that aren't football people, and I see this opinion being formed for them day in day out, like just based on players' ability, what players can do.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? It's all down. The media's really powerful in that sense, and it's like people sit there and say, like I use this as an example. United Everton game, and we drew 3-3, and it's because Maguire dropped early and played everyone on side. I don't know if you remember that. It was a free kick, last minute free kick.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Maguire dropped way early.
That wasn't that long ago.
Well, it was long enough ago. Football's just been played since then. It's been a long time. So anyway, I was having a conversation with someone about it, and I'm going mad. I'm saying Maguire's he's killed, man, for that. That's Maguire's fault. Why is he like? You're the centre back. You're the leader of the defence. Why are you dropping so? Do you know what I'm saying? You're meant to be leading it. And my man's not said nothing to me. Not said nothing to me. Yeah. And then I've seen Keane on the on Sky Sports saying the whole team should have been defending that, but you got Wan-Bissaka who's right out there, so he should be defending that.
Yeah.
That's his responsibility. Yeah. So anyway, I'm chatting to homeboy again later. And I'm just slating Maguire because I'm not his biggest fan. Hear him to me, yeah, but the whole team should have been defending.
So you just know,
that is
what I'm saying.
criminal.
You know what it is as well? There's a problem. There's a problem in football in general, yeah, where Gary Neville's not always right. Yeah. I think he breaks down arguments. He articulates himself brilliantly.
I think I actually like Gary Neville.
Yeah. No, same.
I
think, do you know what it is? When we lost Andy Gray, yeah, to that whole scandal,
yeah,
there was a void. A big void for a long time.
Shout out
yeah?
beIN Sports.
Yeah.
What's he on? beIN Sports.
beIN Sports.
But do you know what's mad though?
What?
In fact, no, I'll say it. But
Gary Neville and what
Sky got rid of him at the right time. I'm not.
Yeah,
and that's unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Well,
no, but I'm saying that now. But at the time,
you
but when I hear them now,
but the problem is that, don't forget the production value is completely different now. Right?
No, it's not about production. It's just some of the when I hear, because obviously man's got that the IPTV thing. So I watch a lot of their analysis and whatever, and they are a bit.
But you know what though? It's not so much the analysis. It's more Andy Gray for me is better in the game than he is post game. Yeah. It's the same as for example, for me, the best people I used to listen to post match, I used to listen to Hansen. I used to love Alan Hansen. Alan Hansen's way. He retired. Alan Hansen's way of breaking down the opposition, talking about listen, I used to learn when I used to listen to him.
That's match of the good match.
That was a good match of play times, right? Andy Gray, I used to learn and see things differently in play. Yeah. And I used to be like, okay, I get that now. Do you know what I'm saying? But when he kind of left, there was a big void left for a while. And in fairness to Gary Neville and Carragher, they've tried a lot of people in that, and they've come in and they've kind of made it really interesting again. But what Gary Neville does really well, he articulates an argument really well. He isn't always correct. He articulates an argument really well, and he presents his case brilliantly.
That's what you need to do, though.
Which is what he does.
Yeah.
What he did the other night, was presented a case convincingly, tied everybody in with him, and made. Gary Neville drew the lines. He drew the battle lines. He was almost like it's either you're with them or you're with us, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
He drew the case brilliantly for the right agenda, or for his agenda.
Well, and it works for him.
And also Sky packaged it so well.
It's what I'm saying. Production value. The production value is completely different.
On Monday, not Monday. On Tuesday's football, he wasn't even meant to be on the panel.
Just worked up.
No, it was Mondays. I think
Mondays.
He wasn't even meant to be there, and then. They were there on Tuesday. They weren't meant to be there
on Sunday either, because he was commentating.
Yeah, exactly.
So
but then have you noticed they do this Gary Neville podcast after the game on a Sunday? Yeah. So which is interesting, where he just talks about things, talks about football and this, that, and the other. It's a bit of a rant, but that's what I'm saying. The production value of what they've done for him at Sky and how they've plugged him and how they've put him on. I'll be honest. A lot of the people are going, well, you know what? he's really the voice for the. I'm like, whoa. Let's understand what layers behind this. People are, and to be fair, just to Jamal, shout out Jamal. He presented it and said, "Whoa, to be fair, Gary Neville's a chairman at Salford, so he's thinking about the value that comes through that way. We understand the bits about what you lose when you don't have the meritocracy instead of just you're in and you're in. Yeah, we get that. We understand how." Like what you're saying, Daps, potentially there was going to be money that's going to be filtered down. We get that. But again, these guys did a poor PR execute. They just did a poor...
The pitch was awful.
It was just terrible, yeah? So when you actually listen to it, you think to yourself, well, I don't know what the benefit of this is. And in fairness, after Gary Neville, when I first heard him, I thought, you know what? He makes some good points. However, and I started saying to myself, how does anybody think they're going to create something and not necessarily carry everybody else with you? How does that work?
Yeah.
And then I started looking at the detail and I started looking, hold on a minute, that's kind of not really the point in this. But again, production value.
This is
production value.
I just want, my whole thing was just everyone just be honest. Again.
You're never going to get that.
Yeah. And also,
they weren't honest without this. They weren't honest 2 weeks ago.
I also said, if the Super League guys had gone to the Champions League, look, we're going to do this. Here's 300 million for you.
Yeah.
Here's 300 million.
Yeah, calm. FIFA, UEFA, relax.
Would not be an issue.
Of course not.
Would not be an issue. And yeah, again, that's all. That's my whole point was because obviously I did a live on YouTube and people in the comments were just, "Dad, but how can you be for this?" I'm like, I'm not for it, but I'm able to look objectively at things.
Yeah. You're looking
and
at both
if
sides
I'm
of the
looking,
argument.
if I'm looking at it objectively, like they might have the worst idea in the world and all of that. They might do that, but
as Spence would say, sheep mentality, innit?
yeah, but like because I'm looking at it from a point of like. Yeah, from a unbiased point of view, I'm able to look both for and against. But because you just got it in your head that this is bad, you're coming with all the excuses. 360, shout them out. They must have posted something. They put up a post. And then and I put in the comments, can someone give me a genuine reason why this is the end of football? I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me a genuine reason.
I've had a lot of people.
I forgot I even commented that. Went back into my Instagram like an hour later. Boom. Comment after comment after comment. And I was just like, bare these comments don't even make sense. Like, you've not come and, because if I'm looking at it, all I'm seeing is UEFA and FIFA, domestic players are going to be banned from playing international football. Like, I'm just seeing them do the most, which, and things that cannot happen.
No one at FIFA says
almost clickbait.
No, but it's things that cannot happen.
Yeah.
You can't, like, can you imagine a World Cup? If you follow the money, can you imagine a World Cup? Like,
none of the players from the big
the
big teams in
the
Europe,
sponsors and
sponsors ain't gonna be the same, is it?
drop out.
They're dropping out, so that's never gonna be a thing. And yeah, it was. I don't know. I just weren't here for it. And in regards to the argument that people had, but Chelsea dropped out, and then all of a sudden everyone just.
But I think it's still in it though. Barca and Madrid, in it.
He's still.
But they need to be.
No. Barca are.
But what by themselves though?
No.
They need to.
They
try
are
to
hanging
push
on
that
to
case.
Perez is not letting go.
Yeah.
But them clubs there, because Barca are in the mad debt.
Is it Barca?
billion
Is
pounds.
Madrid in 900 mil debt? Or is it Barca?
Barca
it's
are
Barca.
$1 billion a year.
Yeah, they're the billion.
Billion
yeah,
a
the
season.
It's mad.
They need that.
It's mad.
But
And
this
just-
is what people are saying.
Jesus.
And to be fair, again, shout out Arsene Wenger every time. Yeah. He said,
I've actually got a question about
very, very clearly, he said, he actually is the one who said, without the British teams, it doesn't work. Because the British teams effectively are the ones bringing the attention. Yeah. As soon as the British team started falling out, and to be fair, there was obviously this Bayern Munich and PSG fell out first. And this,
Well,
that,
they
and the other.
didn't even jump.
But
on
they
board,
didn't even really get involved. They didn't really agree with it. Yeah? Man City were kind of flirting with it, and then they obviously ultimately stepped away from it. But without the British teams, don't
Perez
get...
said that today, actually, funny enough. Or
What is it?
yesterday. Like, one team, they weren't really in it anyway. They just did it like they didn't want to do it.
They want
It was Man City. It was Man City, yeah. So when they pulled out.
When you look at it, without the British attention, it doesn't work. And the British had the most teams. Six teams in one country.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But also, this is what I'm trying to say as well. Like, if the teams that had done it, if this come out in Everton, Tottenham,
if they
West
open
Ham,
up, of course.
blah, blah, blah,
No, yeah,
no one
it's
care.
Say that again.
No one will care. If the teams that were breaking away and forming their own thing
of
were
course.
West Ham,
Yeah, of course.
Tottenham, Leicester, Everton,
Yeah.
whoever, like, if those were the
Southampton.
teams, the same morals and ethics that people have,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be applied. Do you get what I'm saying? They'd be like, okay, go. Do you get what I'm saying?
And someone else from the
Yeah,
championship.
and also, what went under the radar is the Mourinho sacking.
Listen,
And you know what's so mad about this? Yeah?
I can't believe Spurs done that. They got a cup final on Sunday.
No, but do you know what?
Spurs are scum,
I'm
man.
like when I'm speaking to certain people, they were telling me that even when it come out and people were like, why are Tottenham there? And it come out because of their stadium and they've got because it's going to be elite and they've got the Mourinho. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing now from certain people. I don't know how true it is, but I think it's pretty true that them hiring Mourinho from the get go was all part of
There's a ruse about this
campaign to
was
get
all
make
part
them look
because,
like a big club.
yeah,
innit?
because they
there's a
knew
ruse.
this was already in the works, innit? So obviously they had the stadium, they got the manager, and then that's why the moment it come out,
They just got rid of him.
you got rid of him. But then it's backfired,
Yeah, they're
and now that payoff that you got to do for Mourinho, which
Yeah,
was okay
fair, innit?
when you had that money.
that P ain't
When you had that money coming in,
Yeah.
that money was okay. Yeah, we can get rid of that. And now they've done it, and they're in it, boy.
They're fucked. I mean,
They're in it.
I
I can't believe they sacked him though.
can't believe
It's
it
incredible.
either. I was like,
Head of a cup final next week. It's incredible.
And if there's one person,
One
that's gonna
person.
win,
If there's one person
that's
that's
gonna
gonna
win
win
that
that
final.
it's going to win you any bit of silverware in
One off
recent
game.
history.
Just it's gonna be Tottenham. I mean, it's gonna be Mourinho.
And then you're going to leave it to Ryan Mason.
I can't believe that. And Chris Powell's his number 2.
Can you imagine?
It's Chris Paul number 2, yeah?
Is Chris Powell's number 2, right?
Bro, I don't understand. I don't even know. Ledley was Mourinho's
Bro,
number 2, innit?
Ledley.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Did they start Ledley as well?
No.
No,
so why is he
Ledley's
not-
employed by Spurs,
so-
not by Jose.
So
innit?
then why has he not been...
Well, there's someone, who is it? I think it was Dan who threw up the stats and he talks about the games that they've been involved in. Ledley's had, 300 games or something. Chris Paul's had like 600 matches, like at professional football matches.
Right,
Mason
yeah.
has had a lot less than that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
But I'm not even, do you know what? I don't even want to,
I think I like Ryan Mason.
I don't want to go for that.
I do
yeah.
like Ryan Mason.
However,
Mm.
you weren't first team assistant.
He was
Why
on
are
the 18s, Gaff,
why are
wasn't it?
you first team manager now?
He's
Why
on-
are you
no. I don't
why
know.
you take-
This
why you
no,
caretaker?
but this is my thing. I don't know
such a
if
Tottenham
it's
thing?
if it's like an interim
So
thing.
Spursy.
No, is it? It's definitely it's the end of the
No,
season.
if it's an
a
interim
Tottenham
thing, yeah, then
Surely got the person who was with the first team.
you get it. But like
This is what I'm saying.
this Ryan Mason one, it's come out from
It's left field, bro.
it's got a sense of nepotism about it. Obviously, it's not nepotism,
Good
but
word, that. It's a good word. That.
honestly, I think I just wanted to use it.
You definitely did.
I think I just wanted
Good word.
I think I just wanted to use it. But yeah, there's a thing of like, you know, we like you, you're in. He's in with the right people.
He's in with the right people.
He's from the club. And
Best friend.
blah
Harry
blah
Kane
blah.
and that.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Let's bring him in. And I'm thinking, I know it's all mad and that, and I shouldn't really look at it like that.
And Chris
The guy-
Powell's actually managed the first team.
The guy's 29 years old.
But Chris Powell's
Bro,
actually
he's
managed the
that's
club.
what
The guy is 29 years old.
Mhm.
He's got no real experience. If you're just looking for someone to steady the ship until to the end of the season, you hire Chris Powell properly. Or
He's
you,
managed.
or
He's managed
or
a
you give it
first
to
team.
Ledley King.
Well, Chris Powell's
When
managed the first team.
I'm seeing Ryan Mason on the side of this, and they're putting all the stats out. Oh, youngest Premier League manager ever, and
It's
blah blah
ridiculous.
He's
blah.
not even really a manager.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, but do you know what I don't understand? Chris Powell's actually managed the first team.
No,
Ledley's never managed.
He's a manager.
But Chris Powell's a manager.
Chris Powell.
Chris Powell's done work for England. He's done work at
Charlton.
club level, Charlton. He's done work at Southend. He's actually a manager.
Mhm.
And to be fair, wherever he's gone, he's played bloody good football. Do you know what I mean? So you know you got that there, and then you look. At the end of the day, they might know something we don't, but I don't think they do. So you know, at the end of the day, I almost don't want to call it what it is, but I just it's again football showing itself for exactly what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Why is Chris Powell not the attractive option? Why is he not the first choice? Unless they offered it to him and they both said they don't want it, which I don't.
But it's Chris Powell actually. Look, when I first come out, I heard Chris Powell. I heard it was Chris Powell with Ryan Mason as assistant. That's what I heard first. But then when I'm seeing Ryan Mason, I'm now. I don't know. Was Chris Powell on the sideline the other day?
I didn't see him.
No,
I see
I
Ledley-
think I
Ledley a
heard
lot.
Chris
I didn't
Powell
see
was in like he's in the backroom team with him, but
What does that mean though? Doing
I
what?
don't know.
Washing the mugs.
Listen, I don't know. It's
Listen, football's it's a weird game, man. It's a weird game.
there's only gonna be certain people at the top in it, and as long as they are there, they're gonna make decisions for their people, innit?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And now all of these, obviously Edward was going.
Listen,
Yeah, that one was
Are
good.
you happy about that one?
I mean, I can't see them bringing somebody in who's more about the football. But apparently Edward was meant to leave at the end of the season anyway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he just took the fall just to soften the blow for the Glazers for this thing, just to announce off the back of that. I'd be more happy if we got a new manager, but
Sorry, we're gonna come back to that actually. Did Mourinho deserve to sack though?
no, I don't think so.
Not sacking, but bruv, he needed to change what he was doing.
Yeah, but this is
listen.
the thing. When you get in bed with Mourinho, this is what you're gonna get.
Don't bring that argument.
This is what you're gonna
Don't
get.
bring that argument.
Like it's just that.
So that means you could do the same thing, get any kind of result, and it's fine because it's Jose.
No, I'm not saying that. But
why is he? Let me ask you a question.
Oh.
Why is he the only? No. But why is he the only manager that's
Michael,
judged
what
for
have
that
you done?
standard? No. But it's a good point.
No,
Why is he the
what
only?
I'm saying is-
But why is he the only manager who gets a blind?
No, listen. I'm not saying he gets a blight, but
everyone
but
gets
you
a
know
blind
what you know what
he
you're
plays-
getting into.
He don't play good football. Yeah, but you know what? All right, cool.
This is attack on Spurs.
All right, cool. No.
This is how it
I get
goes.
it. I get it. All right, let me give you why this argument's important. Yeah, if Ancelotti come in, and he didn't do well, everyone just say he didn't do well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, people know Ancelotti likes to play good football. He just didn't do well. Yeah. If Pep Guardiola come in and he didn't do well, everyone be like, oh, he just didn't do well.
Mhm.
But with Jose, he gets a blight because everybody apparently knows what you're getting. Why?
Hang on, wait.
He's done a shit job.
Wait. But when else did he do a shit job?
Yeah, but it don't matter when else.
No, but you're saying this is
When
what you always
has
get.
my auntie become my uncle?
If you're saying listen, you're talking about off one job then.
Yeah, but it don't matter. It's the job. Football is about what you do
Yeah,
now.
but my response was you're saying like me saying this is what you get with Joe. I'm talking about with all the moaning and whatever.
Yeah, no, but this is not okay. Let me allow me to reframe my point. I'm not attacking you,
no.
but I'm just saying, why is it he is the only person who can be the way he is, do the job he does, and everyone just turns around and says, "Oh, that's just Joe's what you get."
Because he normally gets results.
Bullshit. Yeah,
He
but,
normally gets results.
but bro, it ain't good enough because he don't normally. He don't, okay,
No,
he does normally get results. Okay,
does.
he does, but at a cost. At a cost. At a very. To be
But
fair,
back to
at a
my
human
coach point.
cost.
But back to my
At a
coach
human
point,
cost.
you know what you're getting.
You know what
and
you're
if
getting.
you're okay with that, and if you're okay
Okay,
with
when
that,
did that
then
become
cool.
the case? Because he wasn't like that at Porto.
Chelsea,
He wasn't really like that the first time at Chelsea.
second time Chelsea,
So
Madrid,
second time. So
Madrid,
so
Chelsea.
1, 2, 3
No,
jobs.
but-
So he's three
And
three
United.
jobs and he's had 7.
Before
3
listen,
jobs and
bef-
he's had 7. All of a sudden that becomes his standard. Oh yeah, we know it's Jose. He's gonna do this.
Yeah, but
Listen, the man is immature. The man is arrogant. Let's just call it what it is. The man is immature. The man is arrogant. Yeah. The man. And to be fair, I think it actually shows Jose's inadequacies because he plays to his way. He doesn't play to the strengths of the group of players, and that's clear. Because Tottenham can't do the job even trying to make them do. They can't do it. So all of that saying same manager, different players. Yeah, it's different players. Even if you're at a club for 10 years, it's gonna be different players every 3 years. It happens. So why did you? This is what I'm saying. And do you know what really pisses me off? Let me say what pisses me off. Because people don't. No. I'm gonna share this live on air. This is what pissed me off. Yeah, everyone can call for Wenger. And say about this, oh, he ain't moving the time, spend money.
now listen, you see
Guess
Wenger,
what?
yeah, you don't need to put more respect on his name.
100%. Guess what though? He's done it for 22 years
But hear this.
with different groups of players.
Okay. It's so funny.
And with no budget.
It's so funny
More
you say
time,
this.
no money.
Yeah.
Jose needs peas.
It's so funny.
Yeah, but
It's so funny you say this.
It's a wind up.
It's
I'm
so
sorry.
funny you say this.
I can't put
because
respect on Jose.
I was actually gonna.
I like
bring this
Jose,
up.
but screw Jose.
I was actually gonna bring this up, yeah, because on
You
the
don't
way
like
here,
Jose.
No, I do.
You respect
I actually like him as a man. Thank you.
That's
You
what I'm
turned it
saying.
well.
on the way here, there was
People
I
chat
forgot
shit,
who
though.
tweeted it.
Jose.
It is though.
Jose don't get his own.
But
He doesn't get his
Okay, I
centre
got
back,
it.
so he has a moan.
So,
this
Sport
is
Bible.
Grow up, man.
He feels he's
You're 48 or 50 years old, man.
So-
60-year-old. Grow up, man.
So hear this. Sport Bible put up a post about Wenger, a tweet saying Arsene Wenger kept Arsenal in the top 4 for 20 seasons in a row. He still doesn't get enough credit. And then they've got like the big 6 net Spence.
Yeah. And where is he? Towards the bottom.
And he did 20 million profit and he's at the bottom, basically.
With
From
no
2004 to 2013. The teams above him, Man City, Chelsea, Man
course, all of
United, Liverpool, Tottenham.
With no money.
And so then it leads me to think here. This is just a question. This might not actually be how I actually feel. But obviously a lot of people asked for Wenger to be gone.
Yeah. Certain man in this room.
Do you think a lot of
Can't be looking at me. That's you lots of friends.
Certain man in this room.
me or Spence?
Hey, certain man in this room.
Did I ask for Wenger to be gone?
Wait,
you
me,
said
so
he had to
it
go.
must be.
You said he had to go.
I think it was time for him. It was time for him to go, to be honest. But I felt like it was time for him to go because we were on a decline.
Yeah.
We were actually on a decline.
We was at a negative end of the
I
cycle.
think he shouldn't have been around for that.
Yeah, he should. And I don't think he was. If he didn't go at that time, he was never going to go because there was so much. No, it's the truth. Because there was so much to be done in regards to coming back up. Like I didn't want him to be there. Now that was the time to just let go of things, and the pressure on him was too much. And then it got to the point where because of the time we're in now and the way fans are and social media, he was starting to get disrespected.
And that's starting to wind me up.
And it was starting to and I didn't like that.
That
innit?
got
I
on
didn't
my
like
tits.
that. I don't care
I
what
don't
the
even have
results
tits.
are saying in that
I mean,
moment.
now you got Jose
I've got
chatting
pectorials.
shit. You got Jose talking, calling him specialist of faith.
Yeah, so-
that's disrespectful.
Yeah, no.
That is
So-
mad
so
disrespectful.
it started
You know
to-
what I
man
think
started
about
to
it?
A man who's been sacked once
Imagine.
in his entire career.
Who sacked him?
Well, Arsenal effectively, it was a push. He was pushed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but
He would have stayed. But that's what I'm saying. All right, let's go on the record and say that. He's never been sacked.
Mhm.
You got a man who needs money to perform.
Okay.
Who has been sacked
Bring it back.
multiple times.
Okay, bring it
I
back.
might tweet Jose and call him a
Okay.
special failure.
Okay.
I actually might do it.
You can't do that.
Why not?
It's not specialist of failure.
Of what though? What deemed success? In the context of what I'm saying?
Treble.
Okay, treble Champions League. You're saying that in trophies.
Yeah.
What about in human capital?
What do you mean?
What about in human capital?
These people don't
What
care
about
about
you?
humans, though.
No,
They don't care
you
about
do.
humans.
No,
No, they
you do.
don't.
No, you do.
This guy.
No,
Okay,
we
maybe
do.
we do.
Yeah, but we do.
Maybe we do,
So
but
what, okay,
they
so what
don't.
deems Jose successful then, apart from his trophies?
That's what they get him in for.
No,
Okay,
That's what
Are you right?
I
Lamin, is
thought-
that a real
okay,
question?
do you know what it
Bro,
is?
it's
No,
football.
wait.
It's
Hear what I'm saying.
football.
Hear what I'm saying. No.
Are you Ole in? Tell the truth.
No, I'm talking about management. I'm talking about management.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the outcome of your billions. I'm talking about management. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. If you gave me billions,
Yeah.
I'd build a team in the Premier League. I'd win the Premier League.
Yeah, but-
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but
And guess what? And I'll do it by getting the best coaches in, and I'll just pick the team like Ferguson did.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. Wenger didn't do that.
Yeah, but
So, in this context, in the context of human capital and the actual the finality of management, Jose's a poor manager. Jose's a poor manager.
You're moving the goalposts.
No, I'm not.
man.
Jose's a good results
Listen,
person. He's a
listen.
poor manager.
There you go. It's a
Do you know
results
what? Though?
business.
All right, cool. It's a results business. But you've been fired 5 times out of 7.
And he'll get another job.
I bet in this country, no.
All right, cool.
I
So
bet
here
you
it is.
50 quid. No, I bet. You know,
Yeah, but
let's
there's-
make this
but
better.
who's left?
I bet you 250.
Where's there left to go? I'm not betting on him. I don't care about
There you go.
I've got bills to pay.
There you go.
know what I'm saying? Listen,
I'm telling
but-
you, bro, listen.
Okay. Back to bring.
It's
bring it-
pathetic.
Bring it back.
So how can he call Arsene Wenger special failure?
No,
How?
Okay.
I was the one who made the point.
Yeah, but-
Okay.
But how can Jose call Arsene Wenger that?
I made that point.
Okay, bring
Oh,
it back.
did you?
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Hey,
He
sorry.
did. Bring it back. Bring
Got
it
me
back.
heated. Jose's an
Bring it
idiot,
back.
man.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Jose's a
Listen,
scumbag.
so let me ask you something though, because back to what about Wenger getting this.
Ask me, man. He's a scumbag, Jose.
This is what it's got nothing to do with
No,
Jose.
it's Jose, man. He's a
Listen.
scumbag.
And I had a conversation with a couple of other my boys who are gooners.
He's probably going to tweet at me and say, "Yo, you
And-
calling me a scumbag? I've won 3, like he done to Chelsea fans. I've won 3.
Respect.
3. Respect me.
Nah, listen.
Immature.
Arsenal,
Jesus,
okay,
50,
Arsenal,
acts like 6.
Arsenal
6-year-old.
board objectives and aims is not aligned with the fans.
Arsenal's board objective and aim is not aligned with football.
All right, the footballing objectives then.
Yeah, forget the fans. It's not aligned with football. It's anti-competitive.
Oh,
Bro.
mate, that's a new one.
So,
It's true.
so
But
back
go on.
to back to Wenger. Yeah. Do you feel like a lot of people are looking at that decision now? I've already said personally, me, I think it was time for him to go because he was getting disrespected and he was tarnishing his actual legacy at the thing. But do you feel a lot of people are looking back when you look at where Arsenal are now? Do you think a lot of people are looking at it and thinking we maybe should have kept him?
And I think people are looking back and going, we should have put more respect on his name. He did a better job than we thought.
No,
And do you know what he did as well in his time? He raised our expectations massively.
Mhm.
Because everyone can talk about, oh yeah, do you know what? This, listen, Geezer won stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't win Champions Leagues and leagues and that. But do you know what? With all due respect, Jose, you didn't come and win it with Leicester like Ranieri. So don't come and
What's this back to Jose.
No. Sorry, I'm throwing it back at you. But here's my point. Sorry. I shouldn't.
We're talking about Wenger and respecting him.
Okay, you're right. I shouldn't keep meandering off left to Jose, but
That's what I'm saying. He's in your head.
He ain't in my head.
He is.
Jose pays no rent in it.
No.
He pays no rent.
He does.
He's living there rent free.
He pays no rent. Jose does not live in my head. Trust me.
Okay.
But your point being made, let me just come back to your point. Your point being made is you are correct.
Wenger.
I believe, thank you.
Cool.
I believe that people look back at the job he done and people look like, you know what? We probably didn't respect him enough. Even though his esteem was here, and like you said, it was falling. And I think it was falling more because of the narrative, as opposed to what he was actually producing, because people see now how much he protected the club.
And this is
he protected the club unbelievably well.
And this is what I was talking about.
He was the face at fucking AGMs, annual general meetings.
And this is what I was trying to say.
Can you imagine?
At the time, I was saying that it was only to the last minute I was just like, maybe it's time for him to go. But that's because, like I said, the disrespect. But when you look at what he's done, I can't just and I get for the last, because we didn't win the league for so long, everyone looked at it. But when you look at what he was battling with, I don't think any other manager really and truly.
No one won't win enough.
Within that time at that club.
They weren't going to do better.
Well, especially since the Kronkers come in. Do you get what I'm saying? And then after the stadium and, like, I think for what he did at the club, I could not look at him because even though we didn't win anything for like 10 years or whatever, it was only like the last real two when we started finishing outside top 4.
It was a little bit outside top 4 that people started going, what's going on?
That wasn't ever enough for me to just blatantly just be like, no, we need to get rid of you.
No.
Because I'm not a man that looks at people and it's always, and that's always the go-to, just get rid of the manager, get rid of him. Especially a manager that done so much. I think, like, everyone's like, and Spence used to be like, if this was any other job, blah, blah, blah. But the respect aspect,
the confines of that role.
Yeah. Like you need to, and when I started seeing that, I'm just like, you know what? It's time for you to go. But then you look at him talk, and even now when I see him on TV or when I see him on beIN Sports and stuff like that, I'm like, bro, this is Wenger.
This is Arsene Wenger.
This is Wenger. This is Mr. Arsenal.
This is Arsenal.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ask for people to come into your club and wear your club.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm
saying? He lived and
wore
breathed
it. Do you get what I'm saying?
He lived and breathed the badge.
Do you get what I'm saying? But
anyway. And this is what just to cap off your point, yeah. You look at that esteem, yeah, and you look at what someone like Jose said about it. Yeah? And I'm only pulling it back just to
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm pulling it back just to humor you. I'm going. Let's move to Let's go.
No, but listen. Okay, so back to obviously you're saying the fan, the club. This might be a bit of a ignorant question on my behalf.
Okay, and if it is, I will make you aware of it.
But that's fine, man. We need to learn to grow.
I like that. Good comeback there.
Do clubs publish their season's objectives?
No.
They don't.
No.
This is what I'm saying. And it's just because really and truly, if you think about it, how can Arsenal be battling for the same things as the Uniteds, the Cities and Chelseas?
Yeah.
When you know their investment is
It's nowhere near the same.
So the fact that the guy is keeping
that's what I'm saying. He raised our expectations.
in the same sentence.
Same bracket.
He's done a fucking
I
tremendous
think
job.
he raised our
he said
expectations
recently,
to such a level.
It come out as well that he was saying that, like, for Arsenal to maintain Arsenal as a club and whatever, like, they had no choice but to sell their
They had to
players.
sell players.
That's what he was doing. And he was doing it because he used to sell players at the right time to get a maximum profit.
Value.
Do you know what I'm saying? Maximum value, sorry. And because listen, this is not no disrespect. Like, traditionally, Arsenal known as a cup team.
Yeah.
So a cup team.
Cup Winners' Cup.
Coca-Cola Cup and that.
It's a
Yeah. Do you
Toyota.
know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're known as. So for this guy to come in and, bring you guys up to have the Premier League being based on Arsenal, Man United for so long, and still have you up there floating when all these other investors have come in and flooded, pumping in billions.
Heavy
Do you know what I'm
money.
saying? Bro, the guy deserves some respect.
He deserves a massive
Seriously. He deserves
But this is
some
why I
respect.
say this is why I'm so pissed that Liverpool got Klopp. Because for me, I see the same values in Jurgen Klopp. And Liverpool, I'll tell you what Liverpool people are going to do when he leaves. They're gonna rue the disrespect that they give.
They've been talking about getting rid of him.
They're gonna rue the disrespect.
How dare they?
They're gonna rue it. I'm telling you, they're gonna rue the disrespect because Liverpool. Listen, yeah, all right, yeah, you're a great football city, great football club, and all that. But yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you need to respect your people and treat them a little bit better than you have. Because all right, cool, the geezers come and lost a few games in that. All right, yeah, so what?
Do you know what it is?
He's due a bad season.
Do you know what it is? Yeah,
Ferguson one time
Do you know what it is?
had a bad season.
once you
Can't
get
go, actually.
success, especially really quickly, because in the grand scheme of things, for Liverpool to get where they are in regards to winning leagues, winning Champions League and stuff like that, and it's been over the course of one manager. Like in recent times, I'm talking about where they're this powerhouse in world football. Because before they would win the Champions League, but you wouldn't look at them.
They weren't dominating leagues.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
Are they dominating leagues?
Oh, they dominated last year or the year they won it.
No,
Yeah, so-
okay, no,
Once,
but
yeah.
at the end of the day, like had Man City not done that mad season,
Liverpool would have flew away.
Liverpool would have done it. So
And if my aunt was a man, she'd be my aunt.
yeah, but bottom line is Liverpool were going into the season.
Fuck Liverpool. But
Liverpool were going into the season as favourites.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? When last did that happen? So it's like the one manager has come and changed everything, and all of a sudden people forget where they were.
They forgot where they
They
come
forget
from.
where they were. So
Yeah.
now, so
So
now,
was Lampard right then to say that?
oh, what you got one thing.
Was he right?
You think you're Mr. Big, whatever.
What did he win? Yeah, but he didn't win anything.
Yeah, I don't know, but
He won the door, mate. Got sacked himself.
what I do want to
Shout
say
out
though,
Frank, no?
and it's only because it's got the platform. Obviously, man's got the platform, and I have to say this. What I didn't like, and which is why I was saying as well, why I'm all for the whole Super League, just to go back there, so I can't forget this.
I thought you said you weren't neither for it or not against it.
No, but like,
Hey, Daps changed.
no.
You're doing a Simon Jordan.
No, never.
You
never. No, so in regards to why I definitely didn't have any sort of
Opposition.
like, is the fact that it took them 2 days. No. It took them a couple hours or the next day, whenever, to do a whole joint statement, all the leagues, everyone, in regards to they don't like it.
But when it's racism.
Well, when it comes to the racism thing,
Yeah, this is another.
when it comes to racism, when it comes to man getting abused on the pitch and all them things there, like there's no response.
This is why.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Shout out
There's-
Patrick Bamford.
There's,
This is why shout out Patrick.
yeah,
Bamford.
like it's a joke.
But this is where, but this is what I'm saying. But this, you see the situation that's happened, this whole storm here, it's presented an opportunity, and I hope that someone in football catches on to this and they run with this narrative. Because racism will happen again in a few months. Once this is blown over.
Probably happen next
And
week.
people need
Probably
to
happen.
but what I'm gonna say is that people need to keep referencing that. Okay, so it's okay when we're hitting your pockets,
Bro,
but it's not okay when you disrespect people.
Hear
So
this.
where's the line?
hear this.
Do you know what I mean?
Last year, the whole Black Lives Matter movement was a mad thing that impacted like the world.
Yeah, I know. Still nothing.
Still
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still nothing. But then this happens, Super League, and all of a sudden everyone's united. Governments are coming together to
But do you know what
intervene.
No, but do you know what it
everything.
creates though? The fact, and this is what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to strike when iron's hot. We've got everybody at the table at the minute. With the Black Lives Matter thing, people didn't want to get involved because they thought it was a political discussion. Innit? This was the early point. Yeah. Then it became a thing where you couldn't ignore it. Yeah. And don't forget, this started even before Black Lives Matter. This is Colin Kaepernick, bro. This started then. Yeah. And then George Floyd come. And then all this stuff. Then all the world, people are out on the streets when they should be in lockdown.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, I've actually said many times, we should have had a backlash of COVID because of how many people was gathering in the same place or what. So, yeah, but we didn't. But that's another conversation, yeah? So, but right now, everyone's at the table for football. All the governing bodies are at the table for football. This is the time to present the case and go, okay, we've seen how you react now. What if all the black players said, we're not playing Champions League? Then what? All the black players, every club go, no, I don't play. Or what happens then?
That'd be amazing.
No, but what happens then?
That
Yeah.
would be
Do you
fucking
understand the dialogue now? So all of a sudden the clubs go, whoa, we need Marcus Rashford, we need Mane, we need Aubameyang. Do you understand what I'm
This is what
saying?
I'm
It
trying to
changed the
say,
whole
like,
concept.
But it's all about the money at the end of the day.
Do you know, I might actually
Unfortunately,
tap this up.
unfortunately,
Rashford used to.
unfortunately, racism doesn't affect their pockets.
Yet.
No. Like, as it stands,
As it stands today,
racism
yeah, it doesn't.
affect
Yeah.
their pockets.
But for it to work, everyone would have to be on board.
But the irony is, yeah, no, you're right. But the
Everyone
irony
has to be
is,
on board.
people think, you see who was it? Kevin Prince Bolton, when he walked off the pitch? You see when that happened? And Balotelli did it as well. That's when you.
Suspended or something.
Did you not notice? At that point, it dipped
But can I
because it
just say,
became a thing where the club couldn't ignore it.
yeah, but even then, it still didn't affect their pockets.
Yeah.
Even then,
That's true.
No, even
That's true.
it's more of like a PR thing. Like, oh, we need to
This is
we
what I'm
need,
trying
we
to
need to
say.
do things. But like, as it stands now, racism doesn't affect their pocket. So if a man gets abused today on the pitch, the club don't lose money. And if we're talking about, someone gets fined 50,000, that's chicken change.
Yeah,
This ESL thing,
This is
it was millions.
big numbers.
Millions.
Over
Billions.
billions. Over
Free
Do you know
bill,
what I'm
innit?
saying?
Free P.
So straight away, and because
Big
it's like
numbers.
a knock-on effect where it's
Big
not just one
numbers.
club, it's like it affects this, it affects that, it affects that. Straight away, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? We've been kneeling for football.
About a year.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, we've been kneeling.
Since the thing
yeah.
came back, innit?
We've been kneeling for like a year.
Long time.
Man is still getting abused.
Yeah, the thing is, nothing.
long
Man are
time.
kneeling and then abusing man after
But
kneeling.
the thing is, nothing on the scale of a joint statement or let's all really come together
This is what I'm saying.
has happened.
This is the time, though.
Do you get what I'm saying?
This is when they need to harness it, though. But this is
We'll
what
see,
I'm saying.
but I don't think it will.
No. Do you know what it is? You need prominent players to come out.
But
and do it.
can I ask you something?
You see how Jordan Henderson went and done his thing, and apparently the captains did all this, had this conversation, this, that, and the other. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They probably need to create the same sort of, if I can call it that, the same sort of group, but within the context of not kick it out. So I don't like that statement, but within the same context of equality.
Yeah.
That's where the shift needs to go next. But again, that needs somebody to stimulate it. And it can only take, they ain't gonna listen to me, they ain't gonna listen to you. It only takes somebody like a Jordan Henderson to go, do you know what, Patrick Bamford's got a good point there. How do we now shift this? And how do we now as captains take the power of our club and actually demonstrate this, that you know what, as much as it's the fans' game, it's for all fans. It's not just white
I hear
fans,
that.
it's not just this. Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
hear that.
That's when the narrative shifts. And then if they turn around and go, do you know what, cool. All right, well, what you're going to do is we're going to tell every, and to be fair, Arsenal, the Arsenal AFTV guys tried to do this with the Wenger out thing. Everyone left in it, yeah? Partially didn't really work on that, but Wenger did go. So you can say, okay, well, someone saw it, yeah? You need to create this, you need to create a narrative where there is impact. Remember I always said to you, Arsenal won't change. How many times I've said that? Years ago in this pod. Arsenal won't change until they start getting hurt with money. And the moment they start getting hurt with money, guess what they started doing? Started looking for a scapegoat. Guess who they scapegoated? Arsene Wenger.
I hear that.
That's why Wenger went.
I hear that, but
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
okay, we're gonna
goes
wrap up. We're gonna wrap up. I think there's next people that are coming. But yeah,
Open sesame.
guys, no, you can open your foot, Michael. But yeah, guys, we're out, man.
We need
It's
to
been
continue this
it's been
one.
a good one. Yeah. We'll chop it up.
continues.
We'll chop it up. But yeah, guys, keep liking,
Let's get Stan
subscribing,
Collins on the
sharing. Oh yeah, good luck. I think he's too scared to do things with normal people.
Do you think so? Why?
When do you ever see him do anything?
I said,
Fam,
he don't do anything.
I think
it's because he's too
I think-
controversial.
No, I think he's scared of someone bringing out Eureka or something.
Yeah, but you just got to show him that we're not going to do that.
Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know.
I think you can make that happen, Daps. What do you reckon?
That's a dap
I
shit.
think so.
No, 100%. I think you can make that happen.
Moving
Alright,
shit.
guys.
You know what?
We're out. No, I would love to have him here. I'd love to have John Barnes here, but I was tweeting John Barnes for time. He would not even. But he sees everyone else's tweets. But I'm like, hey, come on the podcast. Yeah, but guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff, and we're out.
Peace.